Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Mercury and Virgo. Where to begin? So, if you have Mercury and Virgo, Mercury is functioning really well for you in this life. So, what does that mean? Mercury is a planet of communication, of thoughts, of messages, of analysis, of logic, understanding, patterns. Mercury is all about perception. And when Mercury is in Virgo or Gemini, the other sign that it rules, perception is working for you very traditionally in this life, and also very well. Every single Mercury, even the Mercuries that are said to not do so well, for example, Mercury in Sag, Mercury in Pisces, Mercury in Leo, these Mercuries still have something to offer. They have something to give. They have a perspective that's very enriching for the whole. So, having a well-functioning Mercury, Gemini, for example, or Virgo, or Aquarius for that matter, doesn't make us better as far as communication goes. It's just different. That being said, it does function efficiently. When a placement is in its dignity, aka the planet that it rules is in the sign that it rules. Again, for example, Mercury in Virgo, Mercury in Gemini, and exalted too. Exalted just means it does well. Not quite as well as dignity, but it does well. For example, Aquarius in Mercury. When it is in dignity, the energies function. So everything I was talking about before, logic and being able to see patterns and an analytical thinking, that functions very well for us. Mercury in Virgo, it's an Earth Mercury, so you see things, you understand the world, you perceive through your senses, through your body, Earth, the material, the tangible. Mercury in Virgo is very intelligent, but they're practical intelligent, they're technical intelligent. Their minds don't function like the air intellects do. For example, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, but still functions extremely efficiently. Extremely efficiently. If you want to hear the truth, or at least the truth according to Mercury and Virgo, how they see it, you're going to hear a very analytical, very blunt truth. Mercury and Virgo is wonderful at discerning. Wonderful at immediately how you guys' perception works is you're able to see patterns, you're able to see intricate detail better than anyone else. You're able to truly take something apart and put it back together. Mercury in Virgo is wonderful at anything technical like that, whether it's computer work or handcraft. How do you say that? Handcrafts, I guess. I don't know, but anything involving the mind and the hands, Mercury in Virgo just rocks. Mercury in Virgo is also excellent visually. Like I was saying, works through the earth senses, sight, touch, yada yada yada. Teresa, who I've done a couple of videos with, if you've seen them, they're under the Conversations and Adventures tab. She is Mercury in Virgo, and she's an excellent astrologer, absolutely wonderful. She's her perception and your guys' perception is very incisive, gets to the point, it says what needs to be said, and it keeps going, it moves on. That's a very great gift, but it can also be misused, definitely. Mercury in Virgo is extremely analytical, yes, sometimes nitpicky, of both self and others. The Earth Mercuries tend to be very hard on themselves and very self-deprecating, and Mercury in Virgo especially, because you guys pick yourselves apart sometimes, it's potential. Because you feel like you're not good enough, or you're not, perfect, or if you just do this one thing, then it'll be perfect, or whatever. The ability of Mercury in Virgo to embellish, to take something and make it even better, to fine-tune it, to make it even more functional and beautiful, is wonderful. But Mercury and Virgo can definitely turn their gifts against themselves and be so nitpicky about themselves, about every single thing. You know, I'm not this enough, I'm not that enough, I'm too much this, I'm not, you know what I mean? It's a sad thing, because Mercury and Virgo, you guys have so much to offer the world. You know, you have so much to give and to contribute and to make the world a better place for everyone, that when you turn that analysis, that incredible gift, on yourself, it's a waste, man. It's a waste, and it's also very sad, because you're just hurting yourself, and you know, your skills aren't being used for something they could be, like, well, hell, whatever interests you. You know what I mean? Mercury and Virgo, really, you guys are skilled at learning, and anything you set your mind to, you'll accomplish. Of course, just like Mercury and Gemini, it's hard to get us to do things or to learn things that we don't want to learn or that we feel is useless. I mean, we can do it, but it feels like a waste of our time. And honestly, if we have the option, we should definitely study or learn or advance whatever field we feel like advancing and being in, you know? So don't sell yourself short with this energy. Don't think, oh, I would love to do this, but I never could in a million years. You know what I mean? Don't. It's such a shame when self-deprecation happens with Mercury and Virgo, because, again, you guys have so much to offer that it's just a waste of your energies. You know what I mean? I mean, who wants to sit there all day thinking, oh, I'm fat, or oh, I'm too skinny, or I'm this, or you know what I mean? It's just like, oh, waste of time, waste of energy, waste of happiness. You know, at the end of the day, we're here to learn and to be happy. So, I just urge you to find something for your mind to carve apart. You know what I mean? And that's not yourself, and that's not other people. Mercury and Virgo can also be a little bit too hard on other people. I see it, in every case I've seen it, with this energy. It's because the person with Mercury and Virgo is first being hard on themselves. You know what I mean? So it makes them really fractured, you know? If you're picking yourself apart, saying, oh, my nose is weird, or oh, this is, you know what I mean? Instead of just embracing yourself and embracing the beautiful person that you are, you know, exactly how you are, Mercury and Virgo could be using those skills for something better. Like, I mean, figuring out how to get food to somebody, to a starving population, or, damn, dude, figure out anything. You guys are wonderful, if not, I would say the best, at finding practical solutions for problems. And those problems could be any scope, whether huge, like I was just saying, you know, trying to figure out how to get food to people who need it, to smaller things, but no less important, you know, like arranging a house or something, you know. Again, nitpickiness. Be careful not to waste your incredible analytical energy on dusting shelves that are already clean, you know. My Virgo energy, it's a challenge for me too. But, you know, there's that urge to always be perfecting, and then you'll put it into practice, and then you know what I mean, we'll then go do whatever we have to do. It's very difficult for Virgo energies to accept reality as it is and then work with it, instead of trying to fix and change everything and then be okay with it, because it'll be a never-ending thing, you know. Even as logical as we are, emotions are a huge role. You know, we live on an emotional planet. 70% of the water and is water, and 70% of us is water. And what you think is perfect one day will change a couple days later, let alone a week, let alone a month, a year. You know what I mean? So just remember to kind of keep your options open, your eyes open to potential and possibilities, and don't be caught in the intricate details of something. You know, I know it's easier said than done, because you guys excel at intricate details, but I think, and you're going to have to be the one to figure it out, not me nor anyone else, but it's very important for you guys to figure out how to be okay with something, to accept something before you try and change it, before you try and perfect it. So, good luck with that. Tell me how you do it. Give me some words, and I'd love to find out more so I can have some more insight on this. But I definitely do know that that's very important. So how you do it, that's up to you. It's up to every single individual with Mercury and Virgo. But it's important to move past everything's imperfect, reality is imperfect, this sucks, to this is reality, okay, cool place. I could definitely see some improvements being made, but okay, you know. You'll rid yourself of so many misunderstandings because so many people don't get Mercury and Virgo sometimes, you know. They take it personally. They take what you say personally, or they get really butthurt about it emotionally. But honestly, sometimes they deserve that because again, Mercury and Virgo can be so very critical that's not helpful anymore. It's just being rude. It's just being bitchy or mean, you know. And that's not helping anyone, you know. Because again, I know you guys' intentions are good. You're trying to help. You're trying to fix, and that doesn't get across sometimes in your words because maybe you know it's very blunt, or you only say a couple words when you need to say a sentence or something. For example, well, I could go through a million examples, but we all know when we've been nitpicky with other people, our Virgo energies have been not at their highest, you know what I mean, their highest potential. It's okay to give people advice and suggestions, but don't demand it of them, you know? You have to accept someone before you could possibly influence them in a healthy, good way, you know? Really, that's really the biggest challenge for this energy. And once you get over that, you reach all the beautiful high levels of this energy. And it has so much to offer. Mercury and Virgo, you guys, all the Earth Mercuries, because Mercury rules thought, expression, and stuff like that, all of the Earth Mercuries have an incredible potential to plant seeds and for them to grow into beautiful gardens and forests and however you want to put it, but to grow into amazing beauty. This is a metaphor for essentially, I'm sure you got this, but just to explain it fully, you know, this is a great metaphor for thoughts, for what you turn your attention to, you know, your laser-like focus and attention. If you plant seeds in a healthy way, if you're patient, if you're accepting that you can't, you know, have the perfect crop, you can't possibly plan the perfect plant, and yet it'll all work out perfectly fine. You'll have enough. You'll always have enough. It'll be okay. Once you accept that and roll with how you think, how you perceive, your world, everything works out. Everything works out. And after a couple of years of an Earth Mercury, and especially Mercury and Virgo, not even a couple of years, but a lot of time and effort directed towards something, your minds are beautiful gardens, truly beautiful gardens for that which you've studied, that which you've learned. And, you know, perfect example, Teresa, she's been doing metaphysical work for decades, 3 decades now. And she's really the only person I could possibly imagine myself going to see week after week after week, because there's always something new. Her perspective is always enriching, it's always evolving. I've seen her regularly for the last about 2 years now, and I don't get bored. And I'm a Gemini with Mercury and Gemini. That's what, But again, Mercury and Virgo, that ability to plant a garden and for it to just grow beautifully is unparalleled. One of my best friends, she has Mercury and Leo, but right in the cusp with Mercury and Virgo. And she just graduated with a biology, honors biology degree. And it's just a perfect example. I mean, she was always intelligent, don't get me wrong, but after years of focusing and learning about this particular subject, or anything really, I mean, she's also wonderful with handicrafts, there you go, Mercury and Virgo. But again, she just has this beautiful, blossoming rose garden in her mind, which is just the knowledge and experience that she's accumulated, So I urge you, find that for yourself, whatever it is that interests you. You have a powerful mind and you have powerful potential. And again, just be patient. Air Mercuries may be able to talk fast and nice and be able to get along with everyone and yada yada yada. The Mercury and Virgo, their perspective, your guys' perspective is needed. Absolutely. You guys say the ugly truth sometimes, but it's needed to be said. Again, just figure out for yourself where the boundaries are and how you could possibly make it